So, lecture 31, Unit 4 Traffic Management Practices at Worksite. So, we are going to see about the detouring. So, detouring means diverting traffic to a new road. So, already existing road network is facilitating for diverting traffic to a alternative road. So, that kind of activity is known as detouring. So, detour is usually done for major projects like metro constructions, so which takes longer duration. So construction zones are essential for the maintenance and the improvement of road infrastructure. So the proper maintenance of any infrastructure leads to elongated life. The full potential life can be utilized by proper maintenance. So for during maintenance activity, the road need to be closed fully or partially. So if some required, the road is completely closed, provided the alternative route is available. So the driver can be diverted to the alternative route. So we have to properly analyze whether this kind of diversion can be done. The possibility we need to check thoroughly. So without doing proper study, we cannot do such kind of diversions. So this is a signboard used for detouring. So the direction mark shows in the which direction detour need to be done. However, they often bring temporary road closures and detours which can be inconvenient and challenging for road users, since the diverted route may not have sufficient capacity, so that leads to traffic congestion, or road may be damaged heavily, so the overall speed may get reduced drastically. That will lead to elongated travel time. So these things will frustrate the road users. The planning and execution of these closures and detours are complex processes that require careful consideration of safety, traffic management, and project efficiency. Why they are saying means the alternative route may not be safe, the accidents may occur, maybe the alternative route may have many junctions that may lead to delay, more delay for road users. So, and on the other side, if we completely close the road, the road is completely taken by the project, taken for project, so that the project work runs very quickly. They complete the project very quickly, so that within the time limit, they can complete the project. In this lecture, we will delve into how temporary road closures are made. So how the detouring is done meticulously, we need to plan what are the things we need to consider, the various studies, and the advantages and disadvantages of detouring. All those things we will discuss in detail. The process of planning temporary road closures and detours begin with a comprehensive assessment of the construction project scope. For example, the metro construction, so that takes very longer period of construction activity. So for the such kind of project, and it requires also more road space, the complete road space they may take. So the detouring is necessary for quick construction progress. So its impact on existing roadway. So on the other side, the diverted route mean whether it has the sufficient capacity to handle the diverted traffic or not, that we need to study. Engineers and traffic control experts evaluate the work to be done, the duration of the project, the potential disruptions of to traffic. So all those things the traffic engineer has to study. The project may be executed in different phases. So initially they may occupy part of the road. After the certain phases, they may occupy the complete road. So when to do detouring, whether it is a partial detouring or full complete diversion of traffic. So depend upon the phase of construction. He has to understand first the various phases of construction, how much road space they are going to occupy in each phase. So what are the plans? And if the construction activity is going for a very long period, for 5 years, for example, the traffic need to be projected for the entire 5-year period. And then he has to evaluate whether the B by C ratio is within the limit till the completion of the project. Based on this assessment, they design a traffic management plan using some AutoCAD that outline the specific closures. So which road has to be closed, where it is closed, where the traffic diversion is taking place, and detour needed to facilitate the construction work. So those things, the drawings need to be prepared, and make proper justification to the stakeholders like the authority, concessionaire, and the traffic police, and finally they will implement the site. Understanding existing traffic patterns is crucial for planning, closure, and detours. Where from traffic is actually coming, what kind of traffic is moving, what is the share of two-wheelers, cars, and what is the total peak hour traffic. So those things the traffic engineer should well understood. And also the traffic engineer has good knowledge about the road network of the entire study area. The traffic engineer analyzes data on traffic volume, peak hour traffic volume, typical routes available for diverting the traffic on either side of the road closure. So he has to visit the site, thoroughly study what is the road width of alternative road, what type of traffic is using that road. Okay, that is also very important, right? So after diverting, this traffic is going to add to the existing traffic. Diverted traffic plus existing traffic divided by capacity should be less than 1. So this analysis informed decision about the timing of closure, whether the 24 hours complete closure for the 6 months, or only at peak hours only the diversion is going to take place, or only night times. Detour to minimize disruption during peak travel times. So generally they avoid during peak hours. They open the direct route they allow. So the majority of traffic is moving on the road. So about 2 to 3 hours they open the traffic directly. Then during off-peak hours they do the detouring activity. This analysis informs decision about the timing of closure, detour to minimize disruption to the peak hour traffic. It also helps identify alternative routes, roadways that can handle increased traffic flow during construction. See this, in addition to the existing traffic, the construction traffic is also going to add, that will add conflict, increase the conflict of the traffic movement. So all those possibilities here, the traffic engineer has to study. One of the first steps in executing temporary road closure and detour is the placement of advanced warning signs. So the proper signboards need to kept, main network, and traffic diversion ahead. A warning need to be, information need to be given to the road user. Then the detouring, where the detouring need to be done, what is the length of detouring, what is the existing travel time, what will be the time due to detour. So all these things, the boards information need to be provided for road users. Why means some two-wheelers or car users, the private mode users especially, they may switch to public transport. In most of the cases, the buses are operated without any detouring. They don't generally not to prefer shifting of bus stops. So buses naturally operated through the construction zone itself. So the people naturally should use public transport in those conditions. They typically provide information about the closure, detour routes, and anticipated delay, allowing drivers to make informed decision about the travel routes. So the proper information, the awareness should be created before doing this kind of detouring. Detour routes are carefully planned to ensure the smooth flow of traffic while avoiding the construction area. So at the same time, the traffic has to move smoothly, safely in the alternative road. That need to be ensured. Engineers consider factors such as road capacity of the alternative road, accessibility, if suppose already buildings are there, how the people going to access, and safety when designing the detour roads. Temporary road signages, markings are used to guide drivers along the detour, providing clear directions and ensuring that they can navigate the alternative route surely, safely. See, there should not be any confusion. The proper direction signboards need to kept so that the road users properly take the alternative route and reach the correct joining point. See, the detour is generally again they join the same road after some distance. So they have to reach correctly without any confusion. In cases where traffic must be managed at intersections affected by construction, temporary traffic signals are also be deployed. Since the diverted route may be a minor road, there at intersections the signals may not be available. So in those intersections, temporary traffic signals may be deployed since now the traffic is due to diversion, it is may get increased. To manage that traffic properly, temporary traffic signals or traffic marshals may be deployed in those junctions. These signals are synchronized to control the flow of vehicles, ensuring that traffic moves smoothly through the detour. So the signal timings need to be fixed based on the traffic volume. The during peak hours, some green time, more green time you need to provide. In off-peak hours, the cycle length may be get reduced. So this signal design should be done properly. Proper signal timing is essential to prevent congestion and maintain safety. Effective communication with the public is crucial during temporary road closures and detours. So this kind of advertisement or publicity we need to make about traffic diversion plan in local newspaper, in TV channels, through radio, and even through cinema theaters also. This kind of publicity we need to make. The public should be aware of this kind of detouring. Construction agencies and authorities use various channels including social media, websites, and traditional media to inform road users about upcoming closures and detours. Public awareness campaign educate drivers about the changes in road conditions and encourage them to plan their routes accordingly so that they can choose if suppose a regular road user is there, he knows about the various alternative routes, so he will choose some other route instead of detouring route. So the public should be get well aware of about the detouring plan. Qualified traffic control personnels need to be deputed, so they only know about how much time you need to give for the amount of traffic. So based on that, so the traffic management will be better, right? So through the experienced traffic marshals handle the traffic perfectly. These individuals are trained to manage traffic flow, traffic drivers, along detour routes and ensure safety in and around construction zones. So the traffic diversion plan may have uh, various routes they may take. So it's not maybe a single route. There is a combination of roads may be there. So wherever there is a diversion is there, traffic marshals need to be deputed to make the proper diversion of traffic. Their presence is particularly important when road closures and detours involve complex traffic pattern and intersections. Suppose another major road is intersecting with the alternative road. So there is additional traffic cause more congestion. So this kind of situations need to be handled very properly. The execution of temporary road closures and detours require continuous monitoring to ensure that traffic flows smoothly or safely throughout day and night. Peak hours and off-peak hours, traffic need to be monitored in all points of the detouring route. Any issues are there, or any congestions, bottlenecks are there that need to be sorted out quickly. Traffic management teams keep a close eye on traffic patterns, detour routes, and construction progress. If unexpected issues arise, adjustments can be made to signages, signal timings, so that before doing this detouring activity, a pilot detouring need to be done. If any issues are there that need to be identified and rectified before opening for the final detouring plan. In the event of emergencies or unforeseen circumstances, construction agencies have emergency response plans like access of ambulances or firefighting vehicles or police personnel. So for that the facility should be there nearby construction site or that in the detouring road. These plans outline procedure for handling accidents, medical emergencies, the important contact numbers like hospitals, police, traffic police, or the firefighting contact number should be displayed in a visible manner. It should be visible, and this also can be publicized through various modes of channels. Ensuring the safety and well-being of road users and workers is a top priority in any emergency response. Their life need to be saved. So accordingly, the plan should be prepared. Throughout the execution of temporary road closure and detours, construction agencies maintain telephone open lines means here the continuous 24-hour emergency services should be available so that any incidences happen immediately they will convey through these helplines. They seek feedback from road users and residents affected by the construction, addressing concern and providing update on project progress. So that suppose the detouring route passing through a residential area, so they have to get a opinion about what kind of impact that is making or any precautionary measures we need to take. Suppose the passing vehicle speed is very much higher during off-peak hours, any speed breakers are required. So those kind of facilities we need to provide. This two-way communication helps build trust and cooperation between the construction agency and the public. See, this is very important. This is very crucial. So simply we cannot do the detouring in a residential area. They have to get the feedback. They need to get the approval from those people, those who are residing in the detouring route. Then only the people won't oppose. They agree. Their concurrence is very much important. References. Thank you.